everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Right, there's been some news just come out regarding Gears of War. So Gears of War is coming to PlayStation, not just PlayStation, even though that seems to be all the news about. It's also coming to Xbox and PC. So it's a revamped version of the original game, also set for PC. I don't think the original game came out for PC, I don't believe it did. So looking into the article, let's first I just want to touch on the game and what it offers. Another one of Microsoft's key franchises will arrive on PlayStation this year. A revamped edition of the original Gears of War game. Gears of War Reloaded announcement comes almost 20 years since the series first made its Xbox debut. It's been 20 years since this. So, I mean, the key point, going back to what I was going to refer to, again, a lot of people claim now Xbox is redundant, yada, yada, yada. It's a 20-year-old game. I thought it was, when it first heard the news, I thought it was a trilogy, but it's not. They're just giving the first one. So a 20-year-old game they're putting on another console. I'm not sure why they think that is bad for Xbox. You're getting a lot of people like crap gamers coming out and just having a big old whine about it. A lot of PlayStation fans jumping on this as usual, but let me carry on first. Let's read more into what the game offers itself. And please, Sony, Nintendo, and PlayStation fan base, take note of what this remaster is offering. Just please take note. Gears of War Reloaded has been developed by the Coalition in partnership with Sumo Interactive and Disbelief. Not doing it on their own. So what the game's going to offer is 4K resolution, 60 FPS in campaign, 120 FPS in multiplayer. Now, the game is keeping the multiplayer aspect. Take note, Naughty Dog. They've not removed the NR, but they've done all this to the game, not removed the multiplayer. So just take note, Naughty Dog and Sony, that they're not removing anything from the game and not charging more. So 120 FPS in multiplayer, high dynamic range, Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, spatial audio, variable refresh rate, 4K assets and remastered textures, enhanced post-processing visual effects, improved shadows and reflections, super resolution with improved anti-aliasing, zero loading screens during campaign. So there we go. That's offering a lot for the game, and it's £40. It's coming out as £40. However, if you already own the game digitally, you get this update free. Also, if you've got Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass, you get it free as well. So there, once again, please take note, Nintendo and Sony. They're offering their remasters to people that already own the game for free, and they're also putting it on their subscription service. So those that are paying a subscription get the game. You don't have to pay $10 or buy the whole new game again, whatever. You don't have to do that. You're getting the whole update for free. Reloaded will also boast some platform-specific features and support cross-play and cross-progression, which is brilliant. That means you can cross-progression means you can play it on your PlayStation, skip over to Xbox, and continue the game, which is amazing. I wonder if it allows you, or is it just cross PC and Xbox? That'd be interesting how they're doing that. Those who already own the digital version of Gears of War Ultimate Edition will receive a free upgrade, as I've already said. As we approach the 20th anniversary of Gears of War in 2026, we're reflecting on what this franchise means. It's about the stories we've told, friendships we've built, and unforgettable moments we've shared together. The Coalition studio head Mike Crump said yesterday, Gears of War Reloaded will open that door to more players than ever. Now, I see this only as a good thing. Firstly, it's an old game. I'm not sure why people are so hung up on an old 20-year-old game going onto another console. I cannot see the hang up. It makes money. But from a fan base that continuously switch the narrative to support the devs as well as we want exclusives. You can't support the devs and have exclusives. One negates the other. You just got to take note of that. Why is my room just darkened? Oh, there we go. That's interesting. Right, okay. When I do that, I'll darken my room. Look at that. Right, that's interesting. I'm going to keep my hands there. So, one counts as the other. You can't support devs and demand exclusives. You can't have they don't live in the same timeline. Basically, if you... It's getting irritating now. You can't basically have the two things, right? Because if your game's exclusive, it's going to less players, which means the devs take a hit on making money, as we've seen before with games and studios closing because they're not making the money. Square Enix has just come out recently and said that our game's been exclusive to PlayStation is not making the money we would like. So now we're going to branch off and go to more studios and whatever, more platforms. rightly so. Exclusives don't enhance gaming, they don't push gaming, they don't do anything for gaming really. If anything, it creates less money, less for developers, and now you get things like where games are exclusives, they're demanding more money for these games, and consoles, when they're not making the money they'd like, they're charging you more for the consoles, because at the end of the day, the consoles make very little money. They're not making much money on those console sales. Console sales are, software is king. It's always been king. And this is what comes now back to the whole console war thingy. Xbox wants to push its software. It wants to push gaming. And it's going to restrict itself 100% if it just restricts it to one platform. Sony are doing it. Sony is struggling. They're now putting their games on PC, which in the past would never happen. We're never going to see that. Now we are seeing it, and we're not. Oh, it's not day and day. It's not the same thing. Well, it kind of is the same thing, because another narrative you create is that it's not day and date, so it doesn't matter. But then when Xbox games that are really old are going to PlayStation, it does matter. It's killing the console. So which is it? Is it a console killer, or are the games old? It doesn't matter. Pick a narrative. Pick a narrative.
Hey, what's up? This video is being sent to you by a friend that's obviously waiting on you, because this is the hurry the fuck up video. If you could please hurry the fuck up, it would be greatly appreciated. You're holding everybody else up because you're an inconsiderate bastard. Could you please hurry the fuck up? Thank you very much, and have a blessed day.
The gaming industry in general is struggling right now. Studios are closing, as I said. Games are being cancelled. The prices are going up of games. The prices are going up, and it's you're taking a hit. Everyone's taking a hit from this. And I find it really puzzling. I can't think of any other scenario or any other industry where people are counting the console sales and count it as a win. To a company, I mean, this whole winning race, I'm not sure why you need a race. This needs to be won. I'm not sure why there has to be I'm not sure why the whole race of gaming is based around consoles. How many platforms are sold the most? I'm not sure. Otherwise, PC's won. Already won. Or no, mobile's already won. They don't count, so not consoles. See, why is console put into this weird race that whoever has the most is better? You can give that. You don't use that. You don't buy anything thinking this is the better one because it's sold more. I don't buy a product thinking, when I'm going to a store, anyone, go into a store, pick up two products, you don't think, the first thing on your mind is which one sold the most. That's the better product. No, preference is a major thing to anything. And if it suits you, and usually the thing that suits people is money and availability. Now, all these new games that are coming out, yes, eventually going to PlayStation, some of them, but they're releasing day one on Game Pass. And it's affordable. Game Pass is affordable. I'm not here to sell Game Pass. That's not my job. But it's an affordable product. I'm not sure why people are so hung up on Game Pass, why they hate it so much. It's probably because the other sides don't do it. Nintendo and PlayStation don't really have a decent platform, a subscription platform. So that's probably why they're hating it. I'm sure when they do it, it will be the greatest thing since sliced bread. But at the end of the day, Gears. This is great they're doing this. They're probably going to probably give it another year or so and release the second one onto PlayStation and the third one to PlayStation. No doubt they will release them on PlayStation. But it's not doing anything for the brand. You've got to understand now, Xbox is a platform. It's not a console. Console's going to die. No, that's preference. When you debate why these things are why not just buy PCs to play PlayStation games? Oh, my preference to play on console. There we go. Your preference to play on console. Some people's preference is going to play on Xbox. Yeah, but why buy an Xbox console? You might as well play a PlayStation console. Well, no, what for? Why? Well, firstly, we won't get into Steam going to be on the next Xbox. But on Xbox, you better play them via an Xbox. Does that mean you don't need a PlayStation? No, it doesn't mean that. It means you can do whatever you want. It's options and choices. If you want a PlayStation, you want to play your games on PlayStation, do that. For an Xbox, you can play your games on Xbox, do that. I'm moving on to PC now because for MMOs and stuff like that, and there's some stuff coming out like June and that, and I'm more of a PC comes to me, like, pulls me in the game. I used to be a PC gamer before console, went to console, back onto PC now. I'll switch though, because the beauty of Xbox is it allows you to switch your games and play them on either. When you buy one, you get it on both. So I'm still switching between the two. So, you know, it's not really, that's why my preference is Xbox. And because of Game Pass. So, you know, you don't really need Game Pass. You don't need a console for that. True. I always subscribe to Game Pass now. So they pulled me in that way. But people need to get over the whole console thing. How many boxes are being sold? It is really irrelevant in this day and age. It's 2025. consoles are dipping. In my last video done, I showed you console sales are dipping, PCs going up, and it's really not good for the market to make games exclusive. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Will Halo go to PlayStation? Most likely. Will I care? No. I mean, there's talk of MCC. This game came out in 2014. I'm not sure if anyone even plays MCC anymore. Who cares? If it makes Xbox even more money and subsidizes my Game Pass, fine. You know, I'm getting more and more games. More and more games are going to Game Pass day one. You're getting all sorts of... Xbox is just dropping like mad first-party games. Yeah, but they're all going to come to PlayStation eventually. Just like PlayStation games eventually going to go to PC. And I get the option to play them. I don't, because I don't like single-player games. So, but I'll get the option to play them if I so choose to. Please, this console war is really bad for gaming in general. Anyway, hope you like the video. Please sub, share, and like. Share us out. I'd love to hear your opinions below. What you think of Gears going to Xbox, to PlayStation, how that affects you. Does it affect you? Do you care? Will you sell your Xbox, or will you buy an Xbox? Will you buy a PlayStation and an Xbox? In the comments, check it all down. Love to hear your thoughts. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye